Hi, my name's Giles Mooney and I'm the Director of PTP and PTP Interactive Limited and the host of TaxTV and AccountingTV. I'm offering my thoughts this week for the AccountingWEB blog. And as far as I'm concerned, the thing that we need to talk about is computers and what more than likely you're watching this on right now, and how, as both sides of the table are using computers more, we're seeing an awful lot of things starting to come through. For example, the revenue are now using a computer system for research. They're looking into various things as far as transactions are concerned in terms of property. They're looking at landlords and who's selling houses, who's buying houses, who's renting houses out for this, that and the other. And that ability to collect data very rapidly and very efficiently has seen a huge increase in the number of tribunal cases we've seen relating to property transactions. Capital gains tax cases, we've also seen landlord cases, we've seen deductions, all sorts of things. And so we need to be aware of the fact that the ideas of being able to hide something from the revenue are just so far away these days that there's just no point in even trying. Of course, one of the big clues as to where the revenue are currently looking will be in the amnesties they offer. Those amnesties normally tie in to a particular area where they've started to do more research online. Over the years, we've seen plumbers' amnesties, we've seen gas fitters, we've seen all sorts of things. But actually, the recent ones have all tied into people with a second job, a different thing they do at the weekend. Perhaps wedding planning, perhaps running a craft fair, perhaps running children's parties. All things that they can research and find out about online. But as I say, I think it's the property ones that are probably the biggest deal. As well as that, we've seen, of course, the introduction of RTI, and we're starting to see some tax cases come through there. The tribunal are finding about 50-50 at the moment, I think, still, as far as the revenue and the taxpayer is concerned, because RTI is still new. I think as soon as our RTI is more embedded, I would expect to see many, many more cases won by the revenue, because they'll expect us to get it right. One of the things with electronic systems is there is an assumption, an expectation that a person can use that system and get it correct. And that's why it's so important that we don't sort of try and do it quickly, don't try and do it casually, but appreciate our responsibilities and make sure we consider all the different issues. My advice to anybody watching this, as far as IT systems are concerned, is to make sure that when you're looking at the systems you use, whether it be payroll for RTI, whether it be the preparation of affairs as far as landlords, as we've just discussed, them are concerned, whatever it may be, we make sure that we use the system as well as we can, but we watch out for the big risk, which is we reply too quickly. We send something off too quickly without checking it. In this day and age, we've all done it. We've sent an email back without thinking about it, or we've offered opinion without really taking our time over it. My advice to everybody out there is to make sure that when you're using IT systems, you accept and are delighted by how quickly they work, but then you pause and you stop before you do anything with it. Otherwise, we can end up in all sorts of difficulty by simply making mistakes that the revenue will no longer accept.